So it really is just going to take a little bit of kneading, a little bit of work. Homemade pasta is going to actually thicken up when it hits the water by probably 30–40%. So I want to make sure that I roll it out thin enough that when it increases in thickness by 30–40%, I still really have the thickness that I want. Okay? So I'm just going to move this out of the way. We're going to cut this dough. For egg noodles, I don't want long fettuccine style noodles. I want something that's a little bit shorter and a little bit wider. So I cut my pieces till I have the length I want. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold them over like that. I'm going to do the same thing here. Get rid of the flour. Fold them over like that. I've got my cutting board and my French knife. And I just cut the thickness that I want. All right, and I have egg noodles. All right, nice and even, beautiful, nice, big, thick, juicy, delicious, yummy, going to be great egg noodles. All right. All right, right over here, I've got water boiling. And all we added to this was
Salt.
a little bit of salt. A lot of people add oil to their water and they think that it's going to help without, prevent sticking. I never add oil to the water. What I find is when I take the pasta out, especially if I want to serve it right away, it has a film of oil on the outside. And while it does prevent sticking to some degree, it also helps the sauce run off. So the sauce doesn't really stick to the pasta very well. So I find the oil to kind of be a little bit redundant. It doesn't really do much for me.
Nope.
When we throw our pasta in, then what we're going to do is we're just going to, lift it right up. Going to very delicately so that we don't burn ourselves, drop the whole thing right in. And then we're gently just going to stir. Ever so lightly. I don't want to mush the pasta up, but I want the pasta to set. And we've got pasta. So I'm going to bring this up to a boil.
Down to a simmer.
Down to a simmer. It's going to cook for about 4 minutes, 5 minutes or so, and we're going to be ready with it. So if you want to keep rolling,
Okay.
making a little bit up, doing a bit more cutting, we'll get another pan of pasta on the go, and we need to let this cook. While this is cooking, Tyler, you've been working diligently away with our vegetables here. What are you doing?
Chef, I have green peppers, red peppers, orange peppers, onions, and garlic here.
Okay.
And basically, I just toss them in olive oil, salt, and pepper.
Okay. And we're going to do what?
We're just going to roast them in the oven.
Okay, so in the oven, 400 degrees, nice and hot. We want them to brown up, right?
Yes, chef.
Okay. That looks nice. Great, we'll throw those right in. Okay. So up to a boil and down to a simmer. Excellent. You have a frying pan with some pearl onions. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to start sauteing the pearl onions. This is one dish that's a real signature, or one component that's very signature to beef bourguignon is pearl onions. If it doesn't have pearl onions, it's not a bourguignon. So we have beautiful fresh pearl onions to work with, and we're just going to very lightly start to saute them. We want them to caramelize a little bit. We want them to brown up. Right at the end, when the onions are just about done, we're going to throw the mushrooms right into the same pan, saute those as well, and take all of it and throw it in with our braise.
All right, chef, our pan's nice and hot, so I'm going to add some oil.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's got beautiful heat. Good.
All right, and in go our onions.
Okay, and so we're going to let those saute till they're nice and golden brown, right?
Yes, chef.
Beautiful. And the pasta is done. So let's take a look at what we've got here. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. And look how beautiful these noodles look. So nice and firm and the exact size I'm looking for. These are going to taste fantastic. So we have a little bit of work to do again. We're going to finish off our pasta. We're going to get these done. Let's take a little break. When we come back, we're finishing off our beef bourguignon. We're going to saute up our noodles. We're going to put the whole thing together, and I guarantee it's going to look and taste amazing. We'll see you in a second. Hey, just as promised, the bourguignon is done. Do you want to grab it out of the oven, Jess?
Yes, Chef.
Fantastic. See that Tyler sauteed up all the beautiful pearl onions? Look at the golden caramelization on there. Mushrooms are juicy and delicious, ready to go. Let's put that together. Be careful, it's going to be awful hot. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Okay, and the pearl onions go in. And remember, the meat is super tender, so you want to kind of stir it delicately. If you're rough with it, it'll break and it'll tear. So just a really gentle, almost a fold to get that in. Fantastic. I've got some butter. I'm going to put in just a little tiny touch of olive oil. And the egg noodles. And even here, I want to hear that saute. Fantastic. There's so many things I could do with this right now. I could add cheese, some nice Asiago, a little Gruyere. Whatever I would like for flavor, I could actually add this to it. We've got so much flavor in the bourguignon. I've got beautiful vegetables that I'm just going to keep it really simple today. So let's put this together.
Alrighty.
All right. To finish this off, we have a square plate. You can do this on oval, round, whatever really makes you happy. We're just going to take a little bit of our veg and work from the corner. Just throw them in. Nothing too organized. There we go. A little bit of red for color. There we are. We got some onion, and we'll just tuck the onion right in here. And you can see I've got nice caramelization again, this nice golden brown finish. And look at this garlic. This garlic is just crazy beautiful. Look at that. I'm just going to throw the roasted garlic all around, kind of like that. Now, egg noodles. These are tasty, these are delicious, they got a great shine to them. I want to pick them up, and I'm going to put them right beside. And build them up a little bit. A little bit of height. There we go. That's great. How about there? Thank you, sir. You grab a ladle. Look at that. Shiny, gorgeous. The contrast is beautiful. We're going to sit that right in the center. Just let that pour. This doesn't smell good at all, does it? It's amazing. There we go. And I just want to take a few extra pieces of the meat and sit it right on top. There we are. Perhaps a pearl onion or two. Great. Get that out of the way. And a little final touch. I've got some fresh basil. So again, not to take anything away, just to give it just a little bit of enhancement. I'm going to take my fresh basil. I'm going to tuck it right in here. I'm going to give it just a little bit more. And drop a couple of cherry tomatoes along the outside. All right, and here we go. Beef bourguignon, fresh egg noodles.